Attention pot smokers. Hey, I don't know if you know this, but like when you smoke pot, you smell like pot. I mean, you totally, it's like, and it's a very discernible scent. It's like pretty much everybody in the world that's ever smoked pot or been with somebody that smoked pot or talked to someone after they smoked pot knows what pot smells like. So, like when you're walking by and so someone gets that scent, that musky scent of the marijuana. It's like they know what you've been doing. They know what you're up to. And actually, in a way, I think that would be like a perfect advertisement if you smell pot on someone and you sell pot at the same time, because then you could just walk by people that look like they want to get pot. You don't have to be like, psst, psst, hey, like approaching people all the time. I mean, in this day and age, I think if you walked by and you reeked of pot, someone would be like, yo, pot, man, you got any to sell? Because people are very forward. They'll just like ask you straight out. So I mean, just think about like well, anyway, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was at this flea market hanging out, and these two guys, no, a guy and a girl, these kids I know, right? They come up to me and they're like blah 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 blah. They're just like bullshitting, right? And to be honest, I couldn't really tell they were high, right? But as I'm talking to them, because I guess they were like practicing. Because in my opinion, what's the sense of getting high if you can't just go out and then be high, right? So it seems like they were trying not to look high, but were high. So I'm talking to them, I'm like, I'm getting that from me, a smell. So I thought it would be funny, right? Because I could be a dick sometimes to just mess with them, right? But in a way, I'm helping them, but I am messing with them at the same time. So I said to them, hey guys, I don't want to freak you out, but I kind of did want to freak them out, right? I wanted them to bug out a little. I said, I don't know if you can tell, but you guys smell like pot. I said, well, you're just like smoking or something? Because, yeah, I mean, like in the car where it's concentrated, like I guess if you smoke outside, it's not as bad. But if you're like, oh, it's cold out, because it was cold out that day, it was like really freaking cold. It's cold out, you're like, let's smoke inside, right? Not only does your car smell like marijuana, like it, it's like, I don't really think the car's a great place to smoke pot. A lot of people just do it there, but like if you ever do get pulled over by an officer, it's like he's gonna be like, what have you guys been smoking in that? So I mean, the only thing that we used to do back in the day when everybody smoked cigarettes, right, is like after you smoked like a joint, you could smoke a cigarette or a couple of cigarettes, right? And then at least it would be confusing. It would be like, and I mean, I always thought that you should smoke like an off-brand of cigarette. Not like, say, a reservation brand or like a generic, in the store, the generic ones that goes, hey, if you like Marlboro cigarettes, you'll love our cigarettes, or Salem or whatever you smoke, right? So just smoke a generic brand. So then when you show it to the officer, they're like, oh, I don't really know what to smell. Or someone that's like, hey, were you smoking pot? No. I was just smoking a cigarette. And it's like confusing. You confuse them a little because it kind of smells like pot. It's like, well, it's this generic brand I'm trying. It's like if you like Parliament, it smells like Parliament. They're like, oh, all right. Because then I got to like test your blood or make you pee in a cup right there. But don't act high. Well, anyway. So I'm screwing with these kids. And I'm like, yeah, you guys, you smell like pot, right? And it was funny because the guy was like, what? He was like I bugged him a little, right? But they were laughing. And the girl was like, she got all funny and cute. She's like, she pulled a scarf over her face. She's like, oh, I'm busted. I'm a girl. This is what happens when I get busted. But so it's like, and again, it's like I said, I wasn't really trying to be a dick, but in a sense I was, because I thought it was like funny, just like to screw with people every once in a while. And hey, I was just thinking like about Colorado. Maybe Colorado should make like, I don't know what the state flower is now. If it's like a chrysanthemum or a rose, or I don't know, it could be anything. But I think they should change it to like the marijuana leaf. And then you can put it on the license plate. That'd be pretty cool, right? Oh, and also maybe Colorado should come out with their own line of perfume, and just or cologne for the men, and call it like Colorado, and just make it smell like pot, and that'll totally confuse everybody. Because every time somebody says, "You smell like pot," you go like, "Oh no, that's just my Colorado. Just blow them away. But anyway, like I was saying, I was just trying to like screw around, have a little fun, confusing, like messing with them basically. And I said to him, I was like just trying to be like a little bit funny and a little bit of a dick at the same time. So I said to him, I said like, hey, you know, it's like, I told him, I'm not trying to mess with you, right? But in a sense I was, right? So what I wound up doing was, I was like just joking with him, you know, just goofing around, like, oh yeah. So it was like funny because I was just like at the end, I was just going to him like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just trying to be helpful, guys. And I kind of wasn't, like I said, I was trying to just be like funny. I was like, you know, just so you don't go up to your mom or dad and be like, oh, I love you, Mom, I love you, Dad, because they can tell. They'll smell it. They'll be like, get out of the house, you disgust me, my son's a drug addict, right? Or you go up to an officer, hey, officer, ask him a stupid question, some like legal advice, officer, if I smoke marijuana, can I get in trouble? Oh.